It's 11 p.m. The city never sleeps, but I'm about to collapse. As the angel investor for the Brooklyn Art Hotel, I've poured my soul into this. Meanwhile, Lucas, my fiancé and the project founder, has been finding inspiration in Miami for 2 weeks. Our relationship, just like this project, is being held up entirely by my money.
Suddenly, her phone screen lights up with an Instagram DM from her best friend, Paige. Chloe looks at the screen, her expression shifting from exhaustion to helpless softness.
Paige is crying about her love life again and recommending a psychic. Looking at her pitiful emoji, I can't say no. Her broke NYU boyfriend clearly can't satisfy her material needs, so as a best friend, I have to care.
Chloe clicks on a live stream named Moonchild Readings. In the comments, Paige's account, Paigey Love, is slamming frantically. A comment pops up on the screen.
Obstacles? Paige's penniless boyfriend is the biggest obstacle. What else can I say but telling her to be realistic?
This card represents deception, infidelity, and a secret relationship that cannot see the light. The cards show a southern journey, soon. But this trip leads not to happiness, but to an abyss of falling out. I see blue sea, white sand.
My heart feels squeezed by an invisible hand. 3.5 million, that's exactly what I wired to Lucas yesterday for the project gap. And 0214, tomorrow is Valentine's Day. Lucas said 3 days ago he was meeting a crucial strategic partner in Miami tomorrow.
A voice message notification from Paige pops up. Chloe taps it.
That psychic is so amazing. By the way, is Lucas planning a surprise for you tomorrow for Valentine's? He asked me yesterday which steakhouse in South Beach, Miami is the best. Said he wants to treat an important guest. I'm so envious of you.
Fine, Miami. Steak dinner. Since you love acting so much, I'll go personally and build the grandest stage for you. But this time, I write the script.
Late at night, the bedroom is pitch black. Chloe sits quietly on the edge of the bed. Outside the door, muffled but sharp voices can be heard.
Lucas, her temper is getting worse. Unlike me, I only know how to care for you.
Inside the bedroom, Chloe sneers in the dark. She pulls out her phone and opens the voice memo app. Red recording waves bounce on the screen. The front door clicks shut. Chloe stands up, walks towards the table lamp, and switches it on. Her eyes settle into a steady, undirging stare. Chloe opens her suitcase. Instead of vacation dresses, she packs 2 sharp business suits, a micro recorder, and a USB 5 drive.
Chloe, I'm flying to Miami today. There's a major investor to meet, might be gone for a few days.
Stay safe. Close the deal.
Lucas leaves without saying a word. Chloe immediately dials her assistant.
Book me a flight to Miami this afternoon. Also, tell legal to audit every cent of Lucas's project, especially the 3.5 million transferred yesterday. I want a full report in 3 days.
Chloe stares out the window at the morning traffic. Her gaze is as cold as a blade.
You took my money to spend Valentine's Day with my best friend. Let's settle this score in Miami.
4 p.m., Miami International Airport. Chloe steps out of the terminal wearing sunglasses and a baseball cap, dragging her suitcase. The hot, humid air hits her face.
The air in Miami is always this suffocating, just like the lies they've been feeding me.
Inside the luxurious hotel lobby bar, Chloe sits in an inconspicuous corner with a glass of ice water. The condensation drips down the glass. She watches the crowd silently. The revolving door pushes open. Lucas walks in wearing flashy resort wear. Paige, in a floral dress, clings tightly to his arm, her whole body practically pressed against him. They laugh and talk loudly. Lucas leans down and kisses Paige on the forehead. She giggles, covering her mouth quotatiously. Chloe raises her phone and snaps a clear photo. The shutter sound is completely drowned out by the lobby's background music. Have a nice trip, you two. Enjoy it while it lasts. Chloe follows them like a ghost, keeping a safe distance. They walk up to the front desk. Lucas confidently swipes his credit card.
1 king suite, best ocean view.
Paige shyly lowers her head, her finger gently tracing circles on Lucas's waist. The reception hands over the key card with a polite smile. They eagerly enter the elevator. Chloe stands behind a large marble pillar, her eyes locked on the digital floor indicator. The numbers slowly rise, 15, 16, 17, and finally stop at 18. Chloe stares dead at the glowing number 18. She takes out her phone and types down the room number. She turns around and walks out of the hotel, her back straight and resolute. Night falls. The outdoor bar on the first floor is bathed in dim, alluring lights. Sea breezes flutter the white sheer curtains. Chloe walks in, wearing an aggressive red slip dress and bold red lipstick. Chloe sits in the shadows near the bar, holding a glass of crimson cocktail. Her eyes are sharp, like a panther lurking in the dark. At 8:30 p.m., a commotion arises at the entrance. Lucas, wearing a deep V-silk shirt, and Paige, in a tight revealing dress, walk in hand, ignoring everyone around them. They take the oceanfront booth. Lucas snaps his fingers, and a waiter brings a dozen bottles of the most expensive champagne. From the shadows, Chloe watches calmly as they feed each other drinks. Paige giggles, sitting on Lucas's lap and sliding an ice cube down his collar. Paige leans close to Lucas's ear, her eyes filled with greed.
Lucas, once we get that money, can we move abroad?
Lucas smirks arrogantly. He strokes Paige's cheek, his eyes full of contempt.
Don't worry, baby. That stupid woman is blindly devoted to me. She has no idea I've tampered with the company's finances. Once this project ends, I'll transfer all the funds. Then we'll be free.
Paige kisses him passionately, looking at him with pure adoration.
Stupid woman.
In the shadows, Chloe raises her glass toward them. A mocking, icy smile curves her lips. Chloe downs the drink in one gulp. Her eyes remain completely emotionless. Nothing but bone-chilling coldness.
The evidence is solid. Prepare to close the net.
Chloe elegantly smooths her red dress. Wearing 10-centimeter heels, she walks step by step towards their booth. The sound of her heels is like a war drum. Late night, the hotel lobby is dimly lit. The receptionist's eyes linger on a thick stack of $100 bills for 2 seconds. She looks at Chloe's ice-cold face, swallows hard, and gently slides a key card labeled 1808 across the desk.
Ma'am, I wish you a successful surprise.
Chloe takes the key card without a word of thanks and turns to walk into the elevator. The doors slowly close, shutting out her frozen expression. 2:30 a.m. The hotel corridor is carpeted in thick fabric, swallowing the sound of high heels. Dim wall-scots stretch Chloe's shadow long across the floor. She stops in front of room 1808 and takes a deep breath. Without hesitation, Chloe presses the keycard to the sensor. The lock clicks softly, and she pushes the door open. The room is unlit, illuminated only by faint moonlight through the floor-to-ceiling windows and distant fishing lights on the sea. The air is thick with an overpowering perfume. Lucas' white shirt and Paige's floral dress are scattered across the entryway.
Lucas, Chloe won't really be checking upon me, will she?
What's there to fear? That stupid woman is probably waiting for me at home right now. Once I wash the company's money, she'll be completely useless.
Chloe's lips curl into a cruel smile. She raises her hand and violently pushes the bedroom door open. A loud bang echoes through the silent night. The couple on the bed jolts up in terror. Lucas frantically grabs the blanket to cover himself. Paige screams and buries herself under the covers, leaving only a pair of terrified eyes visible. Chloe stands in the doorway, arms crossed, looking down at them. She calmly presses the light switch on the wall. The blinding overhead lights instantly flood the room.
What? Haven't seen me for a few hours and you don't recognize me anymore?
Luca's eyes are wide open, as if he's seen a ghost. Paige peeks out from under the blanket and turns deathly pale upon seeing Chloe. She instinctively tries to hide behind Lucas, but the blanket slips from her excessive movement, revealing red marks all over her body.
Chloe? How are you here?
Chloe stares down at them with an icy expression, her gaze piercing. Chloe stands by the bed, looking down at Paige. Paige bursts into tears, her voice trembling.
Chloe, let me explain. Lucas, he forced me. I didn't dare to resist. Forced? Paige, do you take me for a fool? Who was the one outside the door just now talking about washing the money?
Paige's face instantly hardens, her lips trembling as she is rendered speechless. Lucas recovers, gritting his teeth to assert his usual authority.
Chloe! You stalked me? Are you crazy? This is a private matter between Paige and me. Stop making a scene!
Chloe raises her hand, the engagement ring pinched between her fingers. It bounces on the white sheet and rolls to Lucas's side.
Lucas, you spend my money, sleep with my best friend, and you call this a private matter?
Lucas stares at the ring, his face dark with distress. He tries to defend himself.
Chloe, you misunderstood. Paige and I are just friends. We just drank too much.
Chloe cuts him off. She pulls out her phone, opens the audio recorded outside the door, and hits play.
Couldn't Kibbs, that stupid woman, is probably waiting for me at home right now. All her money is in my hands.
Lucas' expression tightens, fine beads of sweat forming on his forehead. He looks up, his eyes filled with fear and anger.
You recorded us?
Not just a recording. Lucas, the evidence of your embezzlement and forged financial records has already been handed to my lawyer. Guess what's waiting for you when you get back?
Lucas trembles violently. All the strength drains from his body. He slides off the bed and falls to his knees in front of Chloe, grabbing her legs tightly. Chloe stands in the corridor and lets out a long sigh. The 3 a.m. ocean breeze blows in from the window at the end of the hall, carrying a salty scent. She takes out her phone and dials Sebastian.
Sebastian, it's handled. Let's talk about the partnership tomorrow.
Sebastian, wearing a dark gray trench coat, stands under the warm lights with a gentle smile.
All right. I'll be waiting for you in the hotel lobby.
Chloe stands by the window at the end of the corridor, the sea breeze gently blowing her long hair. Her gaze softens as she looks toward the lobby. Back in the hotel room, Chloe dials her assistant. Her expression is cold and decisive.
Initiate Plan B immediately. Notify legal and finance to freeze all accounts under Lucas's tourism project on charges of embezzlement and misappropriation of funds. Also, contact the media and social platforms. Release the restaurant surveillance footage and the tarot card recording. I want the entire industry to know exactly what kind of man Lucas is.
Understood, Miss Chloe. The offshore accounts have been flagged, and the press release is scheduled to launch and drop in exactly 10 minutes.
A hotel concierge knocks softly and enters, placing a fresh cup of black coffee and a sealed envelope on the desk before silently treating. Chloe opens the envelope, pulling out a printed financial report. She uses a red pen to calmly circle a series of fraudulent transactions, her lips curving into a faint, satisfied smile. Her phone lights up with a message from the assistant. Funds frozen. Cease and desist letter delivered. Media is swarming. Chloe's phone buzzes insistently. Messages from Lucas, Paige, messages from Lucas, Pheasant, and several unknown numbers keep popping up. Chloe stares at the messages, a mocking smile curving her lips. She types a brief reply to Lucas. Check your email. Then, she blocks all numbers without a second thought. Chloe takes a slow sip of her coffee, watching the sunset paint the ocean in shades of gold. The storm is over. Her empire remains untouched. It is 8 p.m. The executive lounge is bathed in elegant jazz music. Chloe walks in wearing in a sharply tailored black suit and fierce makeup. Sebastian, in a dark gray shirt and holding a glass of whiskey, stands up to greet her. Sebastian's deep eyes flash with a gentle smile. He pulls out a chair for Chloe to sit.
Chloe
Picks up a glass of sparkling water and lightly clinks it against his whiskey glass.
Chloe, well done.
Sebastian, I let you see a joke.
Sebastian looks at Chloe with focused and earnest eyes.
How could it be a joke? I was just thinking that the idiot is probably as anxious as a cat on hotch right now.
Chloe speaks coldly, her eyes filled with absolute determination.
He deserves it. He thought he could use me as an APM and have fun outside. Now, I will show him what it means to lose everything.
Sebastian smiles and takes out a document from his briefcase, pushing it across the table to Chloe.
This is the complete financial report of Lucas' tourism project. Guess what? He not only embezzled your investment, but also borrowed $3 million in Loanheart money under the company name. He is not just a scumbag anymore. He's a deadbeat.
Chloe looks at the report, and the last trait of hesitation in her eyes to vanish completely. She closes the document.
Perfect. Then he can slowly pay off his debts in prison.
Chloe closes the document with a crisp motion, contrasting sharply with Sebastian's warm smile. From scumbag to deadbeat, he got what he deserved. Chloe stares down at them coldly.
Your social death is just the first step. Next comes the legal punishment.
Lucas and Paige are stunned. Before they can react, the elevator doors open. Two uniformed police officers step out, walking straight towards them. Lucas's eyes bulged in disbelief. He points at Chloe, his voice trembling.
You actually called the police? Chloe, we've been together for 5 years. Are you really going to be this ruthless?
Chloe looks at him with utter disgust.
5 years? You spent 5 years plotting to ruin me. I'm just taking back what belongs to me.
The police officers grab Lucas's arms. He struggles weakly, but is quickly restrained.
Lucas, you are under arrest for suspected embezzlement and fraud. You have the right to remain silent.
Paige watches in horror. She tries to crawl backward, but another officer steps in front of her.
Paige, you are suspected of being an accomplice. Please come with us.
Paige breaks down, crying hysterically as she is pulled to her feet. Chloe stands motionless, watching them being escorted away. Sebastian stands beside her, his expression calm. The elevator doors close, shutting out the chaos. The lounge returns to its elegant silence. Chloe takes a deep breath. She turns to Sebastian, her icy freshen finally softening into a faint, genuine smile.
It's finally over.
Sebastian raises his whiskey glass, a warm smile on his lips.
To a new beginning.
Chloe clings her sparkling water glass against his. The crystal clear sound echoes in the quiet lounge. The past is buried. A new empire rises. 1 year later, a Sikh sports car drives along the Miami coastal highway. Chloe sits in the passenger seat, wearing stylish sunglasses. The ocean breeze blows through the open window. Sebastian tried, a relaxed smile on his face. He glanced at Chloe.
Nervous?
Chloe takes off her sunglasses, revealing a confident and radiant smile.
Not at all. I've been waiting for this moment for a long time.
The grand opening ceremony of Chloe and Sebastian Tourism Group. Red ribbons, flashing cameras, and a cheering crowd. Chloe stands at the podium, cutting the ribbon with golden scissors. The crowd erupts in applause. A reporter thrusts a microphone forward. Chloe takes it, her gaze sharp and commanding.
Mrs. Chloe, what is the core advantage of your new empires?
Uncompromising vision and absolute execution. Sebastian stands beside her, clapping proudly. He leans in slightly, whispering.
Perfect answer.
A sleek office. Chloe stands by the floor-to-ceiling window, looking out at the city skyline. Her reflection in the glass shows a powerful, successful woman. Her assistant enters, placing a tablet on the desk.
Mrs. Chloe, the acquisition of the coastal resort is finalized. The board is fully aligned. Excellent. Let's begin the next phase.
Sebastian walks in, placing 2 cups of coffee on her desk. He stands beside her, looking at the view.
From revenge to an empire. Not bad for a year's work.
Chloe takes a sip of her coffee, her eyes shining with ambition and peace.
This is just the beginning, Sebastian.
They share a knowing smile. The camera slowly pulls back, framing them against the vast Miami skyline. 3 p.m. The sleek conference room. Chloe sits at the head of the table, her posture perfect. 3 nervous displayers sit across from her. Chloe slides a thick folder across the table. It stops right in front of Supplier A.
Gentlemen, let's skip the pleasantries. You all know why I called you here today.
Supplier A opens the folder. His eyes widen as he reads the contents.
Miss Chloe, this is a 5-year exclusive supply contract. The pricing is incredibly generous.
Chloe leans back in her chair, her expression unreadable.
Lucas' project is dead. His funding is frozen, and his reputation is in ruins. But my group is expanding. I need reliable partners.
Supplier B and C exchange glances, then look back at Chloe with newfound respect.
We've been working with Lucas for 3 years. He always delayed payments. But with you, Miss Chloe, we know our business is safe.
Chloe's lips curve into a faint, satisfied smile.
Smart choice. Sign the contracts, and the first batch of payments will be transferred by tomorrow.
The 3 suppliers immediately pick up their pens and sign the contracts without hesitation. Chloe stands up, buttoning her blazer. She looks down at them with quiet authority.
Welcome to the new era, gentlemen.
The suppliers stand up and shake her hand firmly. Chloe walks out of the conference room. The door closes behind her. In the hallway, Chloe takes out her phone and dials Sebastian.
The suppliers are secured. Lucas' supply chain is officially cut off.
Sebastian's warm voice comes through the speaker.
I never doubted you for a second. Dinner tonight? My treat.
It's a date.
Chloe smiles, a genuine relaxed expression. Chloe walks toward the elevator, her steps confident and light. The supply chain is severed. The empire grows stronger. Daylight streams through the messy apartment. The room is in complete array with takeout and clothes scattered everywhere. Lucas sits on the floor, his back against the sofa, staring blindly at his phone. His face is pale and haggard. His phone screen shows a news headline. Chloe and Sebastian Tourism Group signs exclusive deals with core suppliers. Lucas trembles violently. He throws the phone across the room. It shatters against the wall.
No! This is impossible! How could she take everything?
The front door suddenly flies open. Paige storms in, her eyes red and puffle from crying. She throws her designer handbag onto the sofa.
Lucas, are you out of your mind? You told me Chloe was ruined. You said you had a backup plan.
Lucas scrambles to his feet, his eyes bloodshot.
Shut up! You're the one who ruined me. If you hadn't been so careless and left that recording, none of this would have happened.
He points an accusing finger at Paige. Paige laughs in disbelief, tears streaming down her face.
Me? You used me. You said you loved me. Now your accounts are frozen and you're facing jail time. I'm done with you.
Paige turns around and storms out of the apartment, slamming the door behind her. Lucas stands frozen in the middle of the room. The silence is deafening. He slowly sinks to his knees, hurrying his face in his hands.
Chloe.
Chloe's office. She is standing by the window, holding a cup of coffee. Her assistant walks in with a tablet.
Miss Chloe, Lucas' company just filed for bankruptcy. He's officially a deadbeat.
Chloe takes a sip of her coffee. Her reflection in the window shows a calm, victorious smile.
Good. Close the file.
Chloe turns away from the window, her eyes shining with a new brilliant light. Chloe puts down her phone, her expression as cold as ice. She presses the intercom button on her desk.
Come in.
The assistant enters quickly, holding a tablet.
Miss Chloe, did Paige call again?
Chloe shakes her head, her eyes flashing with a sharp light.
No need to worry about her. How is the asset liquidation going?
The assistant hands over the tablet. On the screen is a list of Lucas' remaining assets.
The bank has seized his apartment and his sports car. But the Lone Rocks are demanding cash immediately. He's completely broke.
Chloe stands up and walks to the floor-to-sleeping window, looking down at the bustling city below.
He still has one card left to play. What card?
Phone rings again. She glances at the screen. It says Dad. She answers and puts it on speaker.
Uncle! Uncle, please, to save me! Chloe's trying to kill me! I'll go to jail!
Chloe's father's voice comes through, sounding stern and disappointed.
Lucas, stop crying. You stole Chloe's money and cheated on her. You deserve everything you're getting.
Uncle, but we've been engaged for 3 years.
Lucas, my father is my father, not yours. Enjoy your new life in prison.
Chloe hangs up the phone decisively. She turns to her assistant, her eyes filled with absolute victory.
Block all his family members' numbers. From now on, I don't want to hear his name again. Understood, Miss Chloe.
Chloe walks back to her desk and sits down. She opens a new file on her computer. The title reads, Sebastian Partnership, Phase 2. A genuine, bright smile finally appears on her face. At night, the luxurious hotel lobby, Lucas and Paige stand at the front desk, both looking disheveled and furious.
Charge it! We need another night! I'm sorry, sir, this card has been declined. We cannot accept cash either, as per our policy for guests with outstanding balances.
Lucas! You told me you had money! You said you'd pay for my room!
Shut up! It's your fault! If you hadn't spent so much, I wouldn't be in this mess! Sir, madam, you need to leave the premises immediately, or we will call the police.
Luce and Paige freeze. They look at each other, the hatred in their eyes palpable. Without another word, they turn and storm out of the hotel into the dark night. Chloe is sitting on her sofa, holding a glass of red wine. Her phone buzzes on the coffee table. The screen shows a message from her assistant. They've been evicted from hotel, sleeping on the streets tonight.
Cheers.
She sets the glass down and looks out the window at the glittering city lights. The air in the cafe seems for a moment. Chloe grips her coffee cup tightly, her heart skipping a beat. Sebastian's gaze is intensely serious, devoid of any trace of a joke. His deep eyes reflect Chloe's slightly bulldozed face, like a bottomless pool. Chloe takes a deep breath, trying to keep her voice steady. She looks down at the dark liquid in her cup, her shoulders tense.
Sebastian, you know my current state. I just went through a catastrophic betrayal. Right now, I'm like a hedgehog covered in thorns. Anyone who gets close will get pracked.
Sebastian's voice is warm and resolute. He leans forward slightly, his gaze never leaving Chloe.
I know. But I'm not just anyone, Chloe. Ever since you shined at the university debate contest, I knew you don't need anyone to save you. You just need someone to guard your rear while you charge into battle.
Chloe looks at him. A crack seems to form in the hardened armor of her heart. Her eyes soften slightly, the defensive posture easing. Sebastian smiles confidently, glancing toward the direction Lucas left.
Besides, fighting scum like that alone is exhausting. You need an equal ally, don't you?
Chloe can't help but laugh, the gloom in her heart completely swept away. She raises her coffee cup.
All right, Sebastian. Here's to our successful partnership.
Cheers to our partnership.
They gently clink their cups. The crisp sound of Portland touching is like a beautiful prelude. The moment their cups touch, their eyes meet. Warm sunlight streams through the cafe window, bathing them in a soft golden glow. Chloe's office. The morning sun shines through the floor-to-ceiling windows. Chloe is reviewing documents at her desk, looking calm and focused. The assistant rushes in, looking panicked, holding a tablet.
Miss Chloe, bad news. A tabloid just published a huge expose. They're saying you're using your wealth to control men, and that Mr. Sebastian is just a playboy you hired to pretend to be your boyfriend.
Chloe doesn't even look up. She calmly turns a page of her document.
Page?
The assistant nods frantically.
Yes. The article is full of fabricated details. The comment section is already full of trolls.
Chloe finally looks up, her expression completely unbothered. She presses the intercom.
Send this article to our legal team. I want a defamation lawsuit filed within the hour. And call the platform, demand they delete it immediately.
The assistant breathes a sigh of relief and hurries out. A few minutes later, Sebastian walks into the office. He looks completely relaxed, holding 2 cups of coffee.
I heard I got a new job title. Hired Playboy. Not bad.
Chloe takes the coffee from him, a faint smile playing on her lips.
Are you worried?
Sebastian sits on the edge of her desk, looking down at her with warm, unwavering eyes.
Why would I be? Let them talk. The truth will always come out. Besides, I know who I am to you. That's all that matters.
Chloe's eyes soften. She reaches out and gently straightens his tie.
Me too.
Cut to Paige's dingy apartment. Her phone rings. She answers it eagerly, but her face instantly drops.
What do you mean the article is deleted? What about the defamation lawsuit?
The press room is packed with reporters. Cameras flash wildly as Chloe walks onto the stage. She looks flawless and commanding. Chloe stands behind the podium, adjusting the microphone. She doesn't look at her notes.
Good morning, everyone. I know why you're all here. Let's get straight to the point.
Paige, watching the live stream on her phone in her dinky apartment. She has a smug smile on her face.
Go ahead, cry. Beg for forgiveness.
Back to the press room. Chloe's expression remains completely calm.
The recent rumors are nothing but a malicious smear campaign orchestrated by a desperate individual. To prove my point, my team has prepared some visual audio evidence.
Chloe nods to the technician. The huge screen behind her lights up. The screen shows CCTV footage of Paige desperately swiping a credit card at the hotel, followed by the audio of her screaming at Lucas.
You stole Rosella! You stole Chloe's money to fund my lifestyle! Don't pretend you're the victim!
Reporters gasp. Cameras flash even faster. Chloe's voice cuts through the murmurs, sharp and authoritative.
This is the truth. I am a woman who builds her own empire, not someone who relies on others. The real scandal here is not my private life, but the theft of company funds and the subsequent blackmail.
Paige's apartment. Her phone slips from her trembling hand. Her face is pale with absolute terror.
No.
Back to the press room. Chloe looks directly into main camera lens, her eyes piercing.
My legal team has already filed criminal charges against the mastermind behind this defamation. The police are on their way to make an arrest as we speak. Thank you.
Chloe steps away from the podium. The press room erupts into chaos. Night falls upon Paige's dingy apartment. The room is a chaotic mess of scattered documents and torn photographs. Paige is frantically packing a suitcase, throwing clothes inside. Her face is pale and sweaty, her breathing ragged. Suddenly, the front door bursts open. 2 police officers step in, their expressions stern.
Paige, you are under arrest for extortion and defamation.
Paige drops the suitcase. She backs away, trembling violently. Her eyes dart around the room. Dart in the room, as if looking for an escape.
No! Wait! I didn't do anything wrong! Chloe wrong! Ah! Chloe! Frame me! She planned all of this!
The officer pulls out the handcuffs. The metal clicks loudly in the quiet room, echoing like a death bell.
Save it for the judge. Turn around and put your hands behind your back.
The handcuffs snap onto Paige's wrists. She is led out of the apartment. She is sobbing uncontrollably, her mascara running down her pale face. A high-end restaurant. Warm, romantic lighting. Soft piano music in the background. Chloe and Sebastian sit across from each other. Chloe looks stunning in an elegant dress. She takes a sip of her wine, her eyes sparkling with a sense of absolute liberating.
She's in custody now. It's finally over.
Sebastian smiles warmly, reaching across the table to gently hold her hand. His touch is steady and grounding.
You fought an incredible battle, Chloe. Now, it's time to enjoy the peace.
Chloe looks down at his hand, then up into his eyes. The last remnants of her past pain completely fade away, replaced by a serene glow.
I think I'm ready to start a new chapter.
Sebastian squeezes her hand reassuringly.
I'll be right here for it.
Chloe smiles, a true, radiant smile. She raises her glass, toasting to the future. Day. The cold, sterile visiting room. Harsh fluorescent lights buzz overhead. Lucas sits behind the glass partition wearing an orange prison jumpsuit. He waits for a call that refutes the docket will never come. A name that will never be sized. She won. The revenge she crafted with cold precision is complete. Your empire of ash is all that remains.
You have a visitor, Lucas. Paige? Is it Paige? Tell her I have a plan.
The glass door opens, but it's not Paige. It's a lawyer in a sharp suit, holding a thick file.
Who are you? Where's Paige? I'm Miss Chloe's attorney. Paige is currently in detention. She confessed to everything, including your embezzlement.
That liar! She promised she wouldn't talk!
She also provided the original bank transfer records. You are facing 10 years in prison, Lucas. Lucas stares at the paper. The color completely drains from his face. He drops the receiver, sinking back into his chair, staring blankly at the wall.
10 years.
Chloe's office. Golden afternoon sunlight bathed the room. Chloe is standing by the Florida clearing window, looking out at the city skyline. Her assistant walks in quietly.
Miss Chloe, the lawyer just confirmed. Lucas has been formally indicted. 10 years.
Chloe nodded slowly. She doesn't smile, but her eyes are filled with profound peace. She takes a deep breath, as if releasing a weight she's carried for years.
Good. Let him pay for his sins.
She turns away from the window, her posture straight and confident. The camera slowly pulls back, framing her silhouette against the brilliant city lights. The final verdict is in. The last straw has fallen.